Hi guys, how are you? First thing, Merry Christmas to everyone. Today I came here to make this video, and first point, please excuse me if I didn't prepare a script to make it, so perhaps it will be a little bit longer than should be. But I've understood that if I want to wait, when I will have everything clear and to talk about this, perhaps it will never come. So I decided to today, because today is also Christmas, to do it, and because the point is also that what I'm going to say in time will change. I mean, perhaps what I'm going to say will change because I will understand more. Okay, because the point is just I want to talk about things that has happened in my life and that I've understood after they happen. Okay, so first thing I wanna just a quick thought about this dress. I dressed because I went to have a coffee with Jesus in person, so I dressed up like this to look smart. Okay, so this is the first point. It's not true, and you can understand already. You say this guy is already stupid because he says things. Okay, if I came here and I with a certain affirmation, I would say that it was true that I went with Jesus. You were sure that I was crazy or stupid, but instead I'm just joking. And but what I'm going to say, perhaps you will still think that I'm stupid or crazy, but at least you can have a doubt. Okay, so this dress I have, it was 7 8 years. I wore only one time when my brother married. And I even called him saying that I didn't want to buy it because then I didn't wear anymore. But he said, "Don't come to my marriage in jeans, but buy a dress. Otherwise, I won't let you in." And so I bought it. I wore that time. That's it. And this is the second time. But this is a special occasion, at least for me. So my point is, look also the garden. This is a garden that I love very much. So I came here just for this. I don't come often. Perhaps once a year. Okay, so my point is this: that let's go straight to the point because you don't have time to waste with me, and you are right because I'm no one. Remember, the point is that you have to always think that I'm no one, no one, the last of the last. So perhaps you can take it serious because if I was someone famous or a rich person, someone successful, you will take it more seriously. But also, if the last one of the men says you something, perhaps you could say, okay, if happened to him, if he got to do it, perhaps it can I can do as well. Okay, that's my point. So what I want to talk about, the fact that in my life, now I'm 50 years old. So these kind of things, it's difficult that a person 20 years old can understand. You have to go, you have to go farther in your life, perhaps, because okay, this is the key point, that in my life has happened things that after even perhaps 10 years have gotten a different meaning, and I've understood that that thing, that happening, that situation that happened perhaps many years before, and which was even hard, unpleasant, painful, especially psychologically, mentally. After I've understood that it happened for my growth, for a better understanding of things, and for feeling inside myself even better. So after years they took a positive turn. And that I think is very important. This message is especially for people who are struggling in some areas of their life, like me, for example. I'm still struggling for certain things. For example, um, uh, just to be honest, last night, 24th, I spent it alone, and this was out of my imagination, very far, because I grew up in a family where the 24th of Christmas of December was a special day, a nice dinner for everyone. Is one of the saddest things that can happen in your life is to spend the 24th alone. You understand? But look, other people perhaps would suicide for that. Me, instead, I'm here to tell, to try to tell people who are struggling that you don't have to. No, it's true that you don't feel well, you have problems, but the point is that you don't have to give up. Never give up, because at least this is my experience, that things that will turn in your advantage in time. With this what I wanted, or what I want also to say, that I'm really hoping that this my message is really true, because I'm still at that point in my life where I I mm, I have doubt that something above us exists. You can call it God, you can call it, even you can call it life, but life in the in what I want to mean, that there is something like a force, a power that that can be also the same life that leads you through things, but for at the end for your good. And but that doesn't mean that the things that you go through are all pleasant. Okay, you say, but if we have to have problems in our life, also very hard and very painful problems, like can be the life things that can happen in life, no? But why you think that there is a God, or there is because but on this point, I also have other thought, but now this is not the point. The point is that most probably, if you go through that at a certain point of my life, you will understand that things worked out for your better, for your good. But anyway, me too. In this moment, I cannot say 100%. My point here is today also to ask God and the figure of Jesus and the Virgin Mary to show up more in my life. Hopefully not through still struggle and pain, because it seems that to learn the lesson we have to go through pain and struggles, but also through pleasant things. You understand? Especially I'm very attached to the figure of Jesus and the Virgin Mary, and of course God, because I come from a Catholic background, and I grow up with in this culture. But this doesn't mean that has to be obligatory. Jesus can be for Muslim people, or for I don't know, Buddhist. It can be Mahomet, or Buddha. But the point is that our God is love, and is the same for all. but now this is another different subject. You know, I'm like this. You know, take it a little bit with pinch of salt. How can we say? So and also a bit not to not the message I want to be really serious. I mean, it's not because I'd like to live more in my life and to arrive at a point where I can really say I'm sure 100% that that God is alive, Jesus and the Virgin Mary. I'm moving because there is a kid there that is shouting and is ruining my amazing video. No, I'm joking, but so I don't know, I don't understand if you got to the point that is it but for me this is I'm trying to give hopes to people who are going through bad times in their life, and to say and just to say that look, I repeat, I'm no one, I'm really the last one of I don't know how we can say, but this doesn't mean that I don't like myself. I really love myself, and also if I'm a very simple person, you understand. But I like myself, and it's not I want to put myself down saying I'm the last one. No, it's like I'm a common person, like no, not a celebrity. You know, I'm not Ronaldo or Mike Tyson or Paul Newman or Bill Gates. I don't know. I'm like a common guy. But the point is, I repeat, is that if a common guy, it seems that the people don't like when I make a video because they have to start shouting all the time. But and this is my point. So I hope you can understand that this is look, now they have to make photos here. Voilà. Okay. So and that's it, guys. I don't know if you understand, but anyway, my main point here is that I really hope that one day I can say that I'm sure 100% that God is God, Jesus, and the Virgin Mary are alive. Alive means that they are real. They are really acting in our lives day by day. Even if we don't understand it in that time. And also if they show up more in my life, for sure I will come back more on this point to say it better, because I really apologize for this kind of it should be done, it should be said better. But as I said, if I want to wait when everything will be clear, no, because as I said before, I will understand more time going by. And for sure the vision will change, but I really hope that it will change in the sense that I can give more certitude to people who need hope that God, Jesus, and the Virgin Mary are alive. For example, I arrived to them like you understand, when I imagine, because fortunately I had never found myself in that kind of situation, that you are for example in a plane that is crashing. I'm sure that also if you are atheist, you would start to say, oh my God, please help me. I never been in a plane crashing, but I arrived to that because at a certain point of my life, I found myself in that kind of situation. So what does it mean? That we need hope, guys. We at a certain point you understand that alone you cannot do it. So perhaps you start to look for things that you can grab in order to try to go back up. And I'm sure I'm not the only one. Another thing that I wanna say, and I hope to connect with the people that can give me even more certainty that our Jesus is alive and is working in our lives. Also, I wanna testimony the greatness of the Bible, even if I've never read it. If even I've never read it, and for example, but I listen very often to Joel Austin, Joyce Meyer, and Bishop T.J. Jake. And for them, through them, I try to understand the Bible, because my point is, I've tried sometimes to read the Bible. I find it a bit difficult, and my point is like, if you have a problem with a legal problem, you don't go to study the code, the penal and the civil code to try to understand what to do. You go to a lawyer, and for me they are like the lawyer of Jesus, because they speak about it and they are professional. So this is also my point, that if you have problems in your life, try also to, for example, already learning English could be a good way to escape from some mental path sometimes. And but that can help you to also listen to these people. I repeat: Joel Austin, Joyce Meyer, Bishop Jake, to listen to them directly from their words, because they are English. They speak mainly in English. You can find the translation, but it's not the same. It's not the same that listen to them directly. And and you can also appreciate more the Bible, like I'm trying to do. All these, I'm sorry to say this at the end. I don't feel to say I'm 100% sure that something above us exists and is leading our lives. But as I said, for some experience I had in my life today, I'm doubting that is more. There are more probability that there is something and it's real, that there isn't. You understand? Because my point, for example, is because I don't have a lot of money, and I don't have the love of my life. I'm not married with love. I don't have kids. How can you think that God exists if that was what you wanted in your life? Because perhaps my life was not meant for this. Perhaps my life was meant for what I've lived. You understand? And if, for example, I know I don't want to go in this because this is too early to go in this. So but but anyway, I hope I made the point. Uh, Especially, I wanted to say this, that for me, in my experience, 50 years old, have happened things that I cannot think that is what only the randomly, like the casual, you know. It's very very improbable that sorry, I don't know if this is the English word. I'm sorry, but sometimes I create, I invent, because as you can say, I'm Italian. I'm not the English native, and also my mother tongue is not really Italian. Is a kind of Napolitan, which is a dialect from Italian. Imagine, but I've learned to speak Italian as well. Well, anyway, that's it. So let's see what's happened, and I hope that in time I can really come out and say in a more professional way and more serious, but not really. This is not to be too much serious. It's to be taken also a little bit as a little bit funny, you know, because God is not all serious. Jesus, I don't think he wanted everything all serious. Well, perhaps, but I don't know. But anyway, so but yeah, I think you should have understood the point. Also, if I'm not a great, I'm not too clear, and I made a little bit of mess. But it was not prepared. I made it like spontaneously, and I thank you very much for your time. And sorry if I took too long. Perhaps I should have prepared to say the same things in 3 minutes, but it's okay. It's Christmas. It's a gift to you make to me. Bye bye. Have a great day.